Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Simon Reacts, coming at you with another video for you guys. If you're finding me for the first time, make sure to click that subscribe button so you can stay up to date with all my videos coming your way. And let's get into this. I want to talk about the state of Star Wars at the moment. So let's talk about it. It's circling the drain, let's be honest. It is near dead. There are big things that need to happen to save Star Wars, and I got a few ideas. First thing you need to do, fire Kathleen Kennedy. I know everybody's been saying this, but I agree with them wholeheartedly, 100%. Kathleen Kennedy needs to go. Get her out of Lucasfilm right now and replace her. And the one person that you can replace her with, Dave Filoni. Dave Filoni should be in charge of all the decision making at Lucasfilm. If you've ever seen Star Wars Rebels, you know exactly what I'm talking about. He understands Star Wars. He understands Star Wars fans. Kathleen Kennedy hasn't got a fucking idea about Star Wars. She's using Star Wars to push her own fucking feminist agenda. Anyway, get Dave Filoni in, get Kathleen Kennedy out. That's the first thing you do. Second thing you do, start listening to the fucking fans. We know what we're talking about. We know what we want to see. If you start listening to us, you will start getting more respect. Because at the moment, everybody at Lucasfilm does not give a shit about Star Wars fans. They are pushing bullshit movies out as fast as they can while destroying every single character that's been built up one by one. And it just goes to show, the latest casualty, Han Solo. Han Solo has been bastardized, apparently. I have not even bothered seeing Solo a Star Wars story. I refuse to. And I'm not the only one. A lot of fans feel exactly the same. Not many people went to see it, and the box office numbers reflect that. In its second week, it has dropped 77% for a Star Wars movie. And everyone can say, oh yeah, but Deadpool 2 came out at the same time. That shouldn't matter. That really shouldn't matter. If you put Deadpool 2 and Solo, a Star Wars story, out on the same week, I would be worried that Deadpool 2 would suffer. But no, as it is, Deadpool 2 has well surpassed Solo, a Star Wars story. Solo, a Star Wars story has done absolutely dreadful at the box office. It's bombed over here, it's bombed in America, it's bombed hard in China, and it's lost Disney around about 50 million. Which goes to show, these movies don't work. They don't work. And now we're thinking about getting an Obi-Wan movie, a Boba Fett movie, and a Darth Vader movie. Now a Darth Vader movie, correct me if I'm wrong, but we spent an entire trilogy learning about Darth Vader. So we don't need another Darth Vader movie, so fuck that shit for a start. And if you do another Darth Vader movie and you fuck it up, Star Wars fans will never forgive you. I'm telling you. And if you fuck up Obi-Wan, you will have no Star Wars fans left. I'm telling you. Obi-Wan is one of the most beloved characters in Star Wars history. You fuck his story up, you may as well close Lucasfilm down permanently, because you will have no fans left. Third thing you need to do, stop making these movies about feminism. The Last Jedi suffered so hard because Kathleen Kennedy was pushing her agenda and used Star Wars to do it. Nobody cares about Rey. Nobody cares about Kylo Ren. Nobody cares about Poe. Now, I, for one, enjoyed The Force Awakens. They set up a lot of interesting story aspects. in that movie, which I thought we were going to get answers to in episode 8. And what they do, they came along, I thought, I know what we'll do. We'll flush all that shit down the toilet and we'll just boycott everything that was set up in the last episode and we'll do our own thing. And that's exactly what happened. That is exactly what happened. We had no answers to episode 7. Luke Skywalker is... Don't get me started on Luke Skywalker. Do not get me started on Luke Skywalker. Luke Skywalker has been neutered. There is no way in hell. If you look at the last scene of episode 7, when Rey is holding out that lightsaber, and you look at Luke's face, there is no way in hell that he was going to chuck that lightsaber around and check it over his shoulder. There was no way. No way in hell. But what do we get in the first, 5 minutes of episode 8? He gets the lightsaber and throws it over his shoulder. It's shit like that that upsets fans. And, like I said, Star Wars at the moment is circling the drain. We need fresh Star Wars stories. We're done, well, whether we like it or not, we're done with the Skywalker story. Luke is dead, Han is dead, Leia may as well have been dead. I thought she was going to buy it in the 7th one, and then she turned into friggin' Mary Poppins. Why they just couldn't kill her character off, I don't know. It would have been a lot more respectful than the bullshit we got in that movie. They need to start coming up with original ideas. Like, why can't we have, Knights of the Old Republic? Why can't we have a Throne movie? Now, there are so many ideas you can get from Star Wars. There is so much history of Star Wars. You don't have to keep doing the same shtick and bringing it out and knowing it's bullshit and giving it to the fans. Knowing full well that the fans are going to come back at you and kick you in the balls for it. I don't know what's happening over at Lucasfilm. I really don't know what's happening. And speaking, I mentioned a Boba Fett movie. Why do we need a Boba Fett movie? Why? What more do we need to learn about Boba Fett that we didn't learn in Star Wars, in the original trilogy? He's a bounty hunter. There we go. That's all you need to know. Why do we need an entire anthology movie around Boba Fett? We don't. The same way that we didn't need a Han Solo movie, we learned everything we needed to learn from Han Solo in the beginning of A New Hope. He's a smuggler. He's got a friend called Chewie. He flies the Millennium Falcon, which he won in a poker game. He's a scoundrel. He's out for himself. What more do you need to know? You didn't need to do an anthology movie, but we got it. It bombed. It's bullshit. Nobody wanted to see it. Nobody wanted it. And it shows. Star Wars needs to change big time, or Star Wars is going to die. Anyway, guys, I just wanted to get my thoughts out on this. Let me know in the comments below. What do you think? Are you happy with the way that Disney Star Wars is going at the moment? Do you think that a change is needed? Do you think that Kathleen Kennedy should be fired? Do you think Dave Filoni should be in charge of the decision making at Lucasfilm? I, for one, do. And I think if you got Dave Filoni in there, you're going to have a better quality of story. This needs to happen, because otherwise Star Wars is done. As of right now, I really don't know if I'm going to go and see Episode 9. Episode 7 was absolute travesty. It took everything that I loved about Star Wars and just destroyed it right in front of my eyes. And I will never forgive them for that. Never. What they did to Luke was sacrilege. Anyway, I've ranted long enough. If you're finding me for the first time on this channel, guys, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Keep up to date with all my videos that are coming out, and I will see you next time for another trailer reaction, movie review, news tidbit, rant, or just my feelings. Until next time, guys, may the Force be with you. and I will see you next time. Goodbye, my friends. Goodbye.